Alright, gang. We've made some improvements at cupoflinux.com. When you visit cupoflinux.com, you're going to notice we now have a Mumble chat viewer. So in addition to having the chat room available for everybody to enjoy conversations and get support, we now have a Mumble chat server where people can get voice instructions. And this is presently a 50-seat server. Some of you are having issues with getting this set up. So let's go ahead and click this link here. If you click on Mumble Chat Viewer at cupoflinux.com, it will open up the page where I have the formal announcement, which lets you know that Cup of Linux has the voice chat. And right here in this section, we have instructions for setting it up. But before we go into that, you're going to need to make sure you have Mumble installed to be able to use the chat room. Okay, so there are instructions here for Manjaro or Arch. You would run sudo pacman-s mumble. In Ubuntu or Debian, you would run sudo apt-get install mumble. Gentoo, you would emerge mumble. And of course, in any RPM distro, you would use yum install mumble as root. Okay, so let's say you've already got that installed. You can go ahead and run it. It would be in your menu. I'm going to run mumble here. Okay, and then we are going to use these instructions here for setting it up. So let's go ahead and do that now. And I'll move these around so that we can see what we're doing. So you're going to select Add New. Okay, we're going to label this Cup of Linux. Or you can name it anything you want to. The address is cupoflinux.gomumble.me. So we're going to do that. And then the port number is 36230. And then we're going to pick a username. Let's go ahead and I'm going to use the name Spax. Alright, now I'm going to press OK. And you'll see we have our new room here. And then press Connect. Okay, apparently it still just wants to log me in as my regular user because I have a certificate. So it doesn't matter which one of these because it knows this address. It's going to log me in as Spatry anyway, even though I have a different username selected. So that's why I'm seeing that. Okay, so let's go ahead and press OK. We can go ahead and connect. All right, and you're seeing that I'm in here, and I'm already registered. So we're going to need to go into the configuration and audio wizard here. And then from here we can do a number of things. Okay, this audio wizard will enable me to be able to use this for speaking and that sort of thing. You would choose your input device and then you would select Pulse Audio, and then in the drop down here, you will need to select which microphone you want to use to be able to set this up. Okay, I'm using this microphone right now, so I'm just going to use the built-in analog stereo. I'm going to go next and next, and you can see this meter is moving as I'm speaking. So this means this is using the correct sound card, and I have this little blue line here when you're turning down here is background noise. So you want your voice to actually go above this meter. So let's press next. Okay, you will need to use push to talk. So what you will do is you will click in this area and you'll see it will change to press shortcut. Press the key that you want for pushing to talk. I just leave the quality settings at balanced, and then notifications, keep custom text-to-speech settings. I haven't messed with any of these at all. Okay, and then you'll hear, this is an example of Speaks, which is giving you a representation of how audio will normally sound, and then just finish the wizard. And then at that point, you should be able to hear everybody speaking. Now, if you're having connection issues, I detail how to use proxies because the Mumble server is in the USA, and we had one or two people who had problems with connecting from Europe. So I got them to use proxy, and all of that is outlined here on the forum. So hopefully that'll help you guys get adjusted and get everything set up for using Mumble Chat. We hope to see you here Saturday night at 8 p.m. We're starting a brand new show at Cup of Linux called the Cup of Linux Lounge, and this is for members of the Cup of Linux community. We're going to be discussing the future of Linux, so that'll be Saturday night at 8 p.m. New York time, Saturday, May 17th, 8 p.m. New York time. So feel free to join us for that one, and we will see you all there.